What are those Neanderthals up to? Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So I know that the DLC leaks for Jump Force came out a while back, I think mid last week, but I had a lot of stuff going on, personal, and I've been making videos every day non-stop. A lot of news and new things have been coming out, so I had to cover those, but I can finally give you guys my thoughts on the DLC that is coming out and respond to the Jump Force fans being upset at the DLC, because there's a lot of hate towards this DLC roster, but there's also a lot of hate towards Jump Force, which I feel like if you went in with your hopes extremely high, I can see why. Now, I'm not going to get too much into the actual game because I will have my own review for it as soon as I get through at least 90% of the story mode, which, yeah, the story mode, I can agree with some of the sentiments on the story mode, but when it comes to the actual gameplay, it's really fun, and it is really easy to find hacks and breaking gameplay mechanics with certain characters, especially Killua. Yeah, this guy is broken as all hell, but as far as the gameplay goes, I think that it is a cross between J-Stars, but works way better than J-Stars, and Naruto Ninja Storm doesn't work as good as Naruto Ninja Storm, and when you play with the Dragon Ball characters, it's almost like you're playing Budokai Tenkaichi in a sense. Not entirely, but in a sense, and it feels really cool. Now, when it comes to this roster that got leaked out last week, I'm going to go ahead and start from left to right. So the first one we have here is Bisky. Now, if you guys don't know who that is, she is Gon and Kallua's teacher from Hunter x Hunter during the Greed Island arc. I don't know why she's here, because I would have much rather have Muram over Bisky any day of the week, because Muram is a character that I think would go great fighting against some of these Dragon Ball characters, and we can finally put some of these debates to rest on what a fight between Cell versus Muram would look like. But I'm not going to complain too much on Bisky because they have to have a reason to have her in here. I think it's just to fill out more females into the roster. There have been some complaints about not enough girls, but again, I think Jump Force, or at least Weekly Shonen Jump in general, or Jump in general, has been targeting mainly at boys, teenage boys maybe, and maybe in their early 20s. And so it makes sense for there not to be too many females in here, but I like the ones that we have, and so I'm not too big or upset on Bisky being here at all. Now, when it comes to the next one, I've been wanting to play this dude for the longest time. This has come from somebody who has never played a Bleach game in his life. This is Grimmjow, and if you have not seen Grimmjow in action from Bleach, y'all need to go put in the search for Google or YouTube, Grimmjow versus Ichigo, because they have such an epic fight. And honestly, the only other character that I would even want in this game over Grimmjow is Ulquiorra, but I think Grimmjow is perfect for this. This is one of the characters I am the most hyped to play. Bakugo, I am not as hyped to play as Bakugo, but I do think that his inclusion is needed because My Hero Academia is the next big shonen anime. It's bigger than any of the other ones. I mean, the only one that I can see that's even catching up to it is Black Clover, but in my opinion, I do find My Hero superior to Black Clover, but I don't think that Black Clover is as bad as even I initially thought. But I do think that Bakugo needs to be in here because we need to have somebody to fight against Deku, and they have this rivalry that definitely is something that would be fun to play in Jump Force. Now, the next guy we have here is Hitsugaya from Bleach, and again, I would have much rather have Ulquiorra, but if we have a character, I guess this guy, he's been in enough fights for him to be, I guess, popular in the Bleach fandom. I think he's overrated because in every single fight that I've seen in Bleach with him, it really has been something that isn't memorable for me. but I don't mind his inclusion here. Again, Ulquiorra would have been so much better, and since this is all from the Bleach Blood arc, I think that this dude's gonna be older. Maybe he's got better abilities, maybe he's more badass than he was back when he was in the earlier arcs of Bleach. Now the next one we should have seen coming a mile away. I am not in the camp that thinks that he should have been put in over Kaguya. I think that Kaguya was the big bad ultimately of the end of Naruto Shippuden, which is where Naruto and Sasuke come from. So I don't think that he should have been draft picked before her, but I am happy to have him here because not only is this a different Madara than we got in original J-Stars Victory Versus, this is a fan favorite character and by far one of the most broken characters in the Naruto verse, so I am glad to have him here. Law, I have no idea who this character is, but I don't care that there's another One Piece character because One Piece is by far one of the most popular shonen, if not the most popular shonen anime out there, only competing with Dragon Ball. So if this is celebrating 50 years of shonen, then One Piece characters dominating with Dragon Ball characters makes sense for me. Next we have my boy here, Boo. Now the leaks only say Boo, and it isn't clear whether it's Kid Boo or which Boo it is, so here's what I want from Boo. And before you guys come at me with, oh, there's too many Dragon Ball characters, guys, we have Frieza and Cell. We need Boo. We need the big three out of Dragon Ball Z. It just makes sense. Now, the fact that we do have Super Saiyan Blue and Golden Frieza also in the game, I mean, it does seem like they're pushing some Dragon Ball Super narrative also, so characters like Jiren and Hit and Goku Black, it would be cool to have them in the game as well. I guarantee you they're waiting for Jump Force 2 to make it happen. This is going to be part of a trilogy. This isn't just a one-off game. I'm telling you that right now, guaranteeing it. This is not a one-off game. This is going to be a trilogy, so there are going to be more characters added to this, and as of right now, I do like the inclusion of Boo. Now, how would I want Boo to function? Well, I honestly would like to have several versions of Boo. Just like the Dragon Ball characters have 3 awakenings, I guess, or basically 2. We have Super Saiyan Blue, we have Full Power Frieza, and then Golden Frieza. I think it would be really cool to have Boo start out as base form Majin Buu, the one that basically eradicated all of humanity on the lookout. That Boo, the one that comes from the evil side of Boo, eating the good side of Boo. This one, I actually have a soft spot in my heart for this one. I really like this one, so I think that this one would be a cool base form for Boo. Now, if he transformed, it would be really cool to have him be Buhan, because I think that's the next most popular version of Boo. But if we don't get Buhan, at least have him transform and end up as Kid Boo. And all these different transformations, just like Naruto transforming into his Sage of Six Paths mode, has different combos and different abilities when he's fighting hand to hand. It would be cool to have each one have their own different fighting style, so it's like we get 3 different characters in one, or just 2 different characters in one. Again, it would be really cool to have the original evil Boo transform into Kid Boo. And I would even take Buhan transforming into Kid Boo, because that is what happened in the anime. So Boo, they have so many different things they can do with him, and I like his inclusion in the roster. The next 2 are my favorite ones, other than Grimmjow, and that is All Might. All Might, I've been wanting to play All Might since I first started watching My Hero Academia. All Might is probably going to be one of the characters, if they group these DLCs together in 2, then he's going to be the one that's probably one of the most popular, I think, because of how popular My Hero Academia is. And if he is tied in with Seto Kaiba, oh my god, because Kaiba is definitely the one that's been getting the most amount of hype, the most amount of buzz in the Jump Force community, because they've done such a great job with Yugi, basically making it seem like he's a JoJo character, like the Dark Magician Girl, all these different characters that he pulls out with his cards basically seem like stands. So they've done such a great job that honestly Kaiba being included in this game is just a dream come true, and I cannot wait to play with the Blue Eyes White Dragon with all his cards. And if they do a Jump Force 2, definitely add more Yu-Gi-Oh characters. I want Joey, I want Bakura, I want Merrick, I want Pegasus, I want them all. Honestly, I want the next game to have at least double the characters. That would be phenomenal. Now, am I upset because this is 50 years of shonen and they're really only focusing and honing in on the most popular of shonen manga series? Absolutely not, because I know this is not the only game. There's gonna be a Jump Force 2. I guarantee it right now. There's gonna be a Jump Force 2. Y'all are gonna buy it, and it's gonna have hopefully double the characters and hopefully a better story mode than the one we got. Again, my review is incoming. And in Jump Force 2, the characters that I personally would like them to add, of course I want them to show love to more obscure or at least less popular than these shonen series. Like, have a lot more from the original J-Stars Victory Versus in Jump Force 2. But the ones that I really want is Muram. I want the Yu-Gi-Oh characters that I already mentioned, Ukioria, Sarada, Whitebeard, because you guys have been hyping him up for me so much, All For One. Just so many characters to choose from, and I definitely think that Jump Force 2 is gonna outdo Jump Force 1 in every single aspect of the game. Anyway guys, let me know in the comment section below which character you wanted in Jump Force the most. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care guys.